Hello, I'm Coach Lee Hopkins. I'm a friendship coach and an expert in helping people build strong, meaningful connections. Do you find yourself feeling disconnected and alone? Are you looking to strengthen your relationships and build a supportive network of close friends? Look no further. I'm here to help. With my Close Connections assessment session, we'll dive deep into your relationships and identify areas for growth and improvement. You'll learn how to build stronger bonds with the people you care about and create a supportive network of close friends. Imagine waking up every day surrounded by a close-knit group of friends who understand and support you, no matter what. With my expert guidance, that vision can become a reality. So why wait? Book your free 30-minute Close Connections assessment session with me today at www.patternsofpossibility.com. I can't wait to help you build the relationships that you deserve. So book your call today. Go to www.patternsofpossibility.com. I'll see you soon. Hey, what's going on? My name is Coach Lee Hopkins. My pronouns are he, him, his, and you're listening to the Patterns of Possibility podcast. This is a podcast dedicated to helping you replace harmful patterns with new possibilities. In each episode, we'll explore topics that inspire you to be yourself, live your truth, and make lasting friendships. In this episode, we're going to talk about where to go to make friendships. Where can we actually go to put this information that we've been learning? What can we do? It's going to be dope. Are you ready? Let's go. This is going to not be a very heady episode today. We're going to talk about some activities that you can do to make new friends, places that you can be to make new friends. I think it's really important to address that because I keep giving you information, I keep giving you steps and skills and things to do with people, but you also have to go out there. You also have to practice. You have to be around people that you want to talk to and try these skills. So this is the purpose of today's episode, to get you stimulated, right? To get you thinking about where you can go to have conversations with people so that you can practice these things that you learn here. The first one is join clubs or organizations related to your interests, such as a sports team, hobby club, or volunteer group. And I think, of course, do something that you like with people that like the same thing as you do. That's what joining a hobby club is, or an organization is, related to whatever it is that you enjoy doing, whatever is important to you. Go to those places and do those things and talk to the people that are there. Number 2, attend local events such as festivals, concerts, or fairs where you can meet people with similar interests. Now for this one, I'd like to caution you about going to events, concerts, and fairs. I caution you because I'm really big. If you're trying to make you're starting a brand new connection with people. Let's go back. You're starting a brand new connection with people and you wander around a festival and you're just like, hey, I want to talk. Hey, let's talk. Chances are there's something going on that is entertaining you, that's bigger, that's going to draw their attention away from you in your conversation. You're going to be competing with that thing. So I don't like these. I don't like them as far as you're going to be your initial connection, because it's hard for you to compete against whatever big event that's there. It's a festival or a concert. There's somebody on stage. There's something going on that's distracting. It's a fair. There's something going on that may distract you from actually having a conversation. And I personally believe that the magic of friendship happens in conversation. So if you can't talk to them, then it makes it a little difficult to have a connection. But if I want to look at these events for the sake of, this is someone that you know, but you aren't really deeply connected to. They're okay, but you don't know what to talk about in between. These are kind of nice events to go to, a local affair or festival, concerts, because there's a big distraction, right? And if there's ever a lull moment, you can just be distracted for a moment, gather your thoughts, enjoy the time that you have together watching the thing, whatever it is that you're enjoying together, and then return to each other in conversation. It's a great buffer. It really is. So I don't like these ideas. I don't like the local, the festival, the concerts, the fairs. I don't like those as much when you're trying to find somebody brand new to talk to. But I do like them if you are kind of uncertain and it's a little awkward and you want something to buffer the conversation. Number 3 is take a class or workshop in something you're interested in, such as a new language, cooking, or art. Okay, those sound like really great places to connect with people. Taking a class, so a workshop, and learning a new language, so you're having an experience together. I think that really creates a connection, is having a curated experience. So if you're trying to go out to dinner with somebody, that's an experience. You're trying to bowl with somebody, that's an experience. But a more curated experience would be that it's designed for you to sit down and do these specific things. So if you're taking a class, you're there to learn something specific. And you can turn to your left and turn to your right to the people who are also having the same experience, this curated experience, and talk to them about what you observed. And then once you talk to them about what you observed, how you feel about the class, how do you feel about the instructor, maybe the decor or the pace of the class, whatever it is, have a conversation about that and then move to something deeper. So I like this idea. If you are intentional, be intentional about having this experience, learning for the sake of learning, but sharing, not because you're trying to hook a fish, not because you're trying to make a friend, not only because you're trying to make a friend. It's a bonus. That's the way you want to treat this curated experience. You definitely want to have this experience for your own sake. Don't take a class, just any random class, because you want to make a friend. Take the class because you enjoy the content. Take the workshop because you want to learn that new thing. Study that new language because you're interested in speaking it. Don't do it just because you think that's a way to make friends. The primary objective is to learn more about yourself and what you want, and then share that with other people. That's how friendships work. So I like this. Take a class, a workshop, and find something that you're interested in. Number 4, volunteer for a cause you care about, such as a local charity or a community organization. So I like this idea of volunteering. I've done volunteering before. I like it a lot. It's like a curated experience where you go and you do this because there's something that you care about, you want to donate your time to. And again, just like number 3, you want to do this because it enriches you in the first place. You don't want to volunteer time to meet people. That's not the objective. The first thing that you want to do is volunteer your time because you enjoy the cause. Otherwise, you're going to have a miserable experience if you don't like the cause. Just think about this. Let's say you volunteered to pick up trash at local parks because you really want to make friends. So you go and you talk, you're making friends with people out there, you're having conversation, it's loose form, you're having conversation, and wow, you make some friends. But you don't really care about the cause, right? The people there do. They actually care about what they're doing, and they're likely to show up again. They're likely to this caring for the environment, I'm guessing, because if you're out there picking up trash at parks, maybe you enjoy wildlife and the environment. It's going to show up in the rest of their habits and their hobbies. It's going to show up. So they're going to want to do things outside. They're going to want to do things related to this. They're probably going to want to return to the charity and donate some more of their time where they found you as a friend. And you're not going to want to do any of those things. You're not passionate about it. You don't care about it. You just wanted somebody to hang out with. Your friendship will fall apart because you'll be bored. You'll resent them because they want to do something you don't want to do. They're not interested in what you want to do. So don't start off on that foot. Okay? Don't start off on that foot. If you volunteer for something, if you're going to do something to enrich your life, make sure it is for you. Donate your time to causes that you enjoy, and then start talking to people at those causes that you enjoy, because the chances are they're also going to enjoy that thing that you're doing. They're going to feel the same way. They're going to carry the same values. That's what you're looking for. Number 5, get involved in online communities such as social media groups, or forums related to your interests. I like this because you can meet people online. You can connect with people online. You don't have to physically be in person with them. It's nice. It's definitely nice to be around people who are physically present. It's nice to share physical presence with them, but you don't have to. In fact, online communities is a really great way to find people who are in your niche. You can be really specific about maybe some hobby that you really, really enjoy. Be really specific about that. And you can find those people online. It's like a little beacon. They'll find you if you go to this place, and you can connect. It's wonderful. So I do recommend it. But again, it says related to your interests. Go to places related to your interests. I do not recommend that you go to forums like Let's Make Friends or friendship forums, just specifically for friendships, because it's vague. It's not that you won't find friendships, but there are a lot of people who don't know exactly what they're looking for in a friend. They don't know exactly what it is that they enjoy. So they go to these places just hoping to have conversation about something. And having conversation about something isn't enough. Having conversation about your desire to go whale watching, or your desire to learn how to make a souffle and why you want to do that, is important. If you wanted to learn about whale watching, if you wanted to talk about whale watching rather, if you wanted to talk about something that was important to you, you would go to the Whale Watchers channel and talk to people who are interested in the thing that you like. You're more likely to make a friend instead of going to a place where everybody's looking just for something or someone to talk to. It's not specific enough. You may as well just be anybody to them. In my own experience, I've found that people who are making friends, I hang out in the friendship advice and friendship Reddit. I hang out there, and there are people constantly saying, I'm looking for a friend, but for nothing specific. And a lot of people also complaining that they can't make friends here because people don't carry on the conversation. There's nothing connecting them other than the fact that they want to make friends. There's nothing to get excited about. There's nothing that we're going to talk about that excites me or excites the person looking for a friendship. We were talking about whale watching or making that souffle. If you were interested in that as well, it'd probably be interesting. You'd be excited to talk about it. Wow, another person who wants to whale watch. Wow, another person who wants to make a souffle. I wonder why. I wonder what style. I wonder where they would go, what culinary art school they would go to, or who is their inspiration. You would get excited about talking about those things. So yeah, definitely do the online communities, but go to places that interest you. Number 6, participate in recreational sports leagues, such as local softball or basketball teams. I like this idea. I'm liking all these ideas. Look at it. I'm not mad at them. I think this is a great place to start if you don't know what you want in a friend. I think it's just something to do. There are many things. I like this. I like this place as a playground for your skills, right? First of all, make sure you go because you're interested in doing the thing. Like you're interested in basketball, you want to learn more about it, whatever it is, that's the key. The secondary piece of this is to flex your skills. If you haven't been able to make friends, flex your skills, the things that you hear here on this podcast, use them in conversations with people. Use them with conversations. Conversations don't have to be real deep either, because you have something that buffers you. You have the fact that you're in a sports league together. You're doing something together, which means you'll meet continuously, and you'll get to try again. You get to deal with things like ending conversations, starting conversations, dealing with people saying no, or you actually saying no and setting boundaries. It's a really great place to do and try all those things and get a nice workout. What I mean, there's a buffer in between. So there's a primary purpose for you to be there, which is to play the game, and everybody's not focused on you and trying to talk to you, and you're not worried about whether they like you or not so much because you're playing and you're connecting together. Even if you are worrying about if they like you so much or not, that's part of the practice. That's part of the experience. You go out there and you do, it's a part of living your truth. You're there to play the game. You're there to see how you feel about playing the game. So you're there and you do that. So participating in recreational sports, I like that idea. Low pressure. You make the relationships and friendships go as far as you want. You don't have to try too hard. And you can continue to try and experiment over weeks. So I like this idea if you're trying to make new friends. Trying to try some new stuff out, make new friends. You get people to talk to. All right. Number 7. Try out new hobbies and activities and attend related events, such as book clubs or wine tastings. This is a great idea. Go out there and try something new. That's what it says, new hobbies. The way we connect with other people is learning more about ourselves and then sharing that with another. So if you don't know what it is that you like, you got to go do some experimenting. You really do. You have to go experiment with people and places and then talk about those things that you've experimented. How do you feel about it? Are you incensed? Do you enjoy this book club? Do you like the wine tasting? You rather go to a whiskey tasting? You rather go to a food tasting? You rather not taste anything at all and go to yoga and do meditation and fast? Do that. Do those things and check how you feel about them. And in no time, you'll find yourself surrounded with people who want to do the same thing that you do. If you enjoy those things, you'll find yourself going back and becoming a part of that community. And lo and behold, you'll find yourself around friends. But it doesn't happen unless you know what it is that's important to you. Unless you go out and you do that new activity. And again, for the last time here, I'm going to say, not for the sake of connecting with people. That's not the primary objective. The primary objective is to learn more about who you are so that you can share that with other people. I just want to leave you with this. Making friends takes time, effort, and intention. So do not be discouraged if it doesn't happen right away. Just be yourself, live your truth, and you'll make lasting friendships. I'll be right back with the Reddit friendship advice question. Stop wasting time with people you don't like, you can't trust, and you're not interested in. Join the Patterns of Possibility Discord server and start making real, meaningful friendships. This 21-year-old and up community is dedicated to practicing real friendship-making skills. We provide a supportive, safe, and inclusive environment to discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly of our friendships. Here's just a few perks from joining our flourishing community. One, the best one I think, is that you're going to get great tips on how to find friends, how to fight fair in friendships, and how to recover from these friendship breakups. I host weekly friendship events featuring real friendship issues and resolutions. It's almost like free group coaching. And this is a two-way conversation. You are going to share your experiences with other group members, and they will share their experiences with you. You want to be connected and practice these friendship-making skills. The whole purpose of the server is for you to come here, practice these wonderful friendship-making skills, and take them out into the real world, see what happens, and then come back to us in the server and talk about your successes and your failures, what you could do differently so that you can try again. Let's support each other so we can find real, meaningful friendships. If you're interested, you can apply at my website, patternsofpossibility.com/Discord sign up. And I said apply because we appreciate quality over quantity, and we request that all newcomers go through a little screening process before they're allowed on the server. So if you're interested in joining a supportive, safe, and inclusive environment that helps you make genuine, lasting friendships, then you need to check out the Patterns of Possibility Discord server. You can sign up at patternsofpossibility.com/Discord sign up. All right, now it's time for the Reddit friendship advice question. If you have a friendship advice question that you think I should answer, tag me in it on Reddit. My handle is Brilliant and Resilient. That's brilliant, the letter N, resilient. I feel like I should give up on finding friends. I'm honestly about at the end of my rope with finding friends. Friendships are 10 times more difficult when you're older, and definitely when you're trying to find some online. I don't feel like I relate to anyone and have similar interests. And the quote friends I do find, which is like 1 out of every 5 people I meet, turn out to be fake or ghosts, and it's just exhausting. I put in all the work and get little to nothing back. I try to show that I care, but it seems like no one else does. I'm always on the end of everyone's list or last thought of on anyone's mind when it comes to talking or hanging out or anything. I get tired of seeing other people have good friends or even best friends, and I can't even find one. I don't know if I'm the only one. Probably not, but it feels like I am. Yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm introverted, which doesn't help, but geez, finding friends shouldn't be this hard. Maybe I'm just better off alone and should accept that. I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me, but this has been on my mind long enough. Well, as the post starts, I feel like I should give up on finding friends. Yes, do that. Throw in the towel. Throw it away. Right now. Get rid of it. Yeah, I'm a friendship coach, and I'm recommending that you stop doing the thing that people pay me to help them do. There's a good reason for that. I think that they should give up on finding friends right now in this moment. At least externally. Looking for people to talk to you outside of them is daunting. It's exhausting. They're not getting what they want. They remind me of how I was so many years ago. Just looking and searching, hoping that I can be connected to somebody, hoping that somebody would accept me. That's part of my entire story. And I'm sure people out there who are listening can relate to that. Maybe you've seen people out there looking like they're in really great friendships or maybe even relationships. They've got everything that you want. They've got it figured out. They've got the best friends and you don't. You don't got anybody trying to call you, trying to reach out to you. It happens. So they ask if they feel like they're the only person who's had that experience, but describe my experience to the T. And I know somebody out there who is listening also heard themselves in this story. So I recommend that they give up on finding friends because they need to find out what it is that they want for themselves. First of all, that's what I had to do. Be yourself. What does it mean? What does it mean to you to be yourself? What do you like? What is important to you? What do you enjoy? Stop searching for people to fulfill that need. I want to do something with a friend. What is that something that you want to do? What if you didn't have a friend? Would you do that thing alone? Why? Why would you do that thing alone? Well, because you enjoy it. It's important to you. It's special to you. You like it. That's important for you to know for your own self-confidence and self-worth. I like doing this thing because it brings me joy for the sake of bringing me joy. When you go do that thing, you'll find people who also enjoy that thing, whatever it is. I feel like I should give up on finding friends. You have to be yourself. Be a friend to yourself. Live your truth. That's what it means to live your truth. Live your truth. That thing that you found, being yourself, whatever it is that you like to do, that's important to you, that's special to you, you no longer want to hide. Live it. Do it. Go do it without looking for other people's approval. That's what it means to live your truth. However you feel about your experiences, express them. If you're looking for friends, you'll find one in yourself when you do that. Then you'll always find yourself in places where your friends are, because you'll be there. Because you are a friend to yourself. You have become a friend to yourself. You enjoy the things that you do. You enjoy the company that you keep, which is you. And the people around you only gain access to you if they are as kind to you as you are to yourself. Be yourself. Live your truth. And make lasting friendships. Redditor, thank you so much for asking your question. I know that you didn't ask me to answer it, but I did, and I hope that it helps. Best of luck to you. Take care. My name is Coach Lee Hopkins, and you have been listening to the Patterns of Possibility podcast. You can find me at patternsofpossibility.com and on all social media at Patterns of Possibility. And as always, I want to encourage you to be yourself, live your truth, and there you'll make lasting friendships.